Hi everyone, I'm David Bennett, and I'm thrilled to be here at the first day of rehearsals of La Traviata. This is one of opera's greatest masterpieces. It's a fabulous love story. It's a great date night. If you've seen Pretty Woman, you know that this worked in that movie, so it's a great opportunity for you to bring someone that you want to impress. We have 3 performances. April 25th through 27th, we have a wonderful cast of returning artists and new artists, and led by Maestro Yves Abel, our principal conductor, and with the wonderful musicians of the San Diego Symphony. Please come. It's a wonderful opportunity to enjoy tremendous opera. Thank you so much.
It's my very first time in San Diego, first time in Southern California. It's lovely to be here. Came straight from rainy, gloomy Connecticut to Southern California. It's a treat. My definition of a masterpiece is that if you change it, any aspect of it, it gets worse. And I think that's true of this one.
I'm Hunter Enoch, and I will be playing the role of Giorgio Germont in La Traviata with San Diego Opera. The first time I did it was with a company called Pacific Northwest Opera up in Washington State, a little north of Seattle in Mount Vernon. It was really cool. We had like a 3-week rehearsal process, so we got to really work on it in depth, and then we got 2 weeks of performances, so I got to get my feet wet with it, in a good way. I sing with Zach in Otello at Washington National Opera, and I sing with Andriana in Daughter of the Regiment at Washington National Opera.
I performed in 2016 in La Tragédie de Carmen at the Balboa Theater, if you remember that. So. This will be my second production of La Traviata, singing Violetta, and I premiered it in Omaha, Opera Omaha. I think the way Verdi crafted this music to really, we're talking about a serious subject matter, but he made it sound so beautiful and so palatable. It's been said that it's almost as if 3 different sopranos sing Violetta. And so the way Verdi paced it, the first is, a lot of coloratura, a lightness, a freshness. And then the second act is really emotional, heavier voice. And then in the final scene is such a lyrical quality with a beautiful float to the sound, and the way it's constructed to be in that order is really helpful. If I had to do the big dramatic stuff first and then lighten up the voice to sing, the coloratura stuff, it would be really difficult. So I think Verdi was very smart. First time with working Yves Abel, so I feel very fortunate. I've heard wonderful things about him.
I'm very grateful to be doing Traviata after we're doing after doing the Salome, considering that I was doing Salome for the first time. And Traviata I know extremely well. I've done it in thousands of places, it seems. I'm sure I've done it about 10 times, something like that, but in really nice places like Metropolitan, Covent Garden, Berlin, lots of places. So. And I love Verdi. Verdi is one of my favorite composers. I mean, for opera, in the opera world, there is the sense that after Rossini, Donizetti, Bellini, there's a sort of gradual morphing into this new style that Verdi really composes in. And it's a world where the music and the characters are becoming more real, are becoming more contemporary instead of abstract. Well, one of the first things about this opera, which is striking, is the overture, for example. Instead of starting in this big bombastic way to get people's attention in the audience who are about to begin the performance, full orchestra playing loudly, in very kind of big fanfare-like way, he does the complete opposite. And he starts the piece in this very quiet, very there's something almost sick, like Violetta in this opera. And you feel already that sense of sickness, that sense of there's something really not well. And he draws you in slowly into this world. It must have been a huge shock for people in that time.
My name is DeAndre Simmons, and I'm singing Marchese Domigny in this production of La Traviata. I've had the pleasure of doing now 3 productions, which include Salome, the recently finished Salome, and Madama Butterfly, and Tosca. It's a fantastic opera, and to be right here in my hometown with my hometown opera is absolutely a delight.
I'm Michael Sokol, and I'm playing Il Dottore Granville. I've always loved it. I've been an opera fan since I was a kid, and it's one of my favorite operas. This season I've been a character in each of the operas. I started off as Alcindoro in Bohème, then I was the fifth Jew in Salome, and now I'm the doctor in Traviata. The principals are all great in the show, and Kyle Lang, the director's just a heck of a nice guy and a good director. I can't wait to do it.
This will be my fourth main stage production, my fifth production, and I was an assistant director here for a few years prior to becoming a stage director. Every piece I've done here has been very different from the one before. The music is everything with Traviata, and the text. For me, this piece is all about the communication, the subtext of what's being said by everyone, that there's always a little more, there's more layers there than just what they're simply saying at that moment. So we have 6 dancers for this production. So it's kind of nice to have dancers in the room and kind of to explore that part of my skill set.
Hi, my name is Tzytle Steinman, and I am singing Flora in San Diego Opera's production of La Traviata. I actually am very grateful to San Diego Opera. I not only sang the page in Rigoletto in 2019, but I was also a part of their Young Artist Training Program, also in, I believe, 2018 to 2019. The page, I had 3 lines. It was very exciting, and I got to run across the stage. And I remember I was working with the amazing director, Michael Kavanagh, the late director, who's wonderful. And I got a note that I was running too fast and too loudly, so I had to make sure I was running very softly. I'm so excited to sing Flora. I think Flora is very, very fun and very flirty, and she's, I think, what every person wants to be, and be because she's the most popular. She's like the Regina George of the opera.
I'm Travis Sherwood, and I'm singing the role of Baron Dufault in La Traviata. It's my second production with SDO. I was in the Salome production that just happened. I've never sung La Traviata, and this is actually my first Verdi role as well.
My name is Erika Nicole Alatorre, and I will be performing the role of Annina in La Traviata, the most beloved opera. And these colleagues are phenomenal. I mean, I can't believe I get to work with them. I'm very excited about this.
What would you tell people that have never seen La Traviata?
Oh, be prepared. Be prepared for all the emotions. You know, happy joy in the party scenes, and then also just excruciating pain, because who hasn't suffered so much from love, you know, completely crushing. And the music really, really is evocative of this. But it's all of the emotions. The music is very telling. The way the composer wrote for the orchestra and the voices, you just can't get away from the emotions. It's absolutely amazing.